Hey, I'm Maggie Espinosa with SanDiego.com, and this week we are talking about concierge. I am at the Say Hotel in downtown San Diego with Chuck Huller, who is their concierge.
Yes.
Hey, Chuck, how are you?
I'm well, Maggie. How are you?
Good, good, good.
Excellent.
Okay, so how long have you been a concierge?
I've been a concierge about 16 years. I started 10 years in Boston with different hotels, then moved out here, worked at the W Hotel, and then helped open up the hotel here, Say San Diego.
Ah, which is a beauty. You have to come see it. Okay, so I understand that you don't have to have a particular education, but your education is in hospitality. Is that right?
That is correct. I went to school at Johnson Wales University.
Oh,
and
nice.
Got my bachelor in Providence, Rhode Island. Got my bachelor's in hospitality management, and proceeded to go to Boston, and was fortunate enough to get a job as a concierge where I stayed.
Fun. Okay, so after you got that, you got your degree, you were a concierge, then you went on to become a Le Clé d'Or. I'm pronouncing that right, which is right here, the gold keys.
The golden keys.
You can see those on a lot of the concierge, actually not a lot, only about 500 in the United States, but throughout the United States. Can you do me a favor and tell me a little bit about what Le Clé d'Or is?
Of course. Le Clé d'Or means golden keys. Concierge itself was the keeper of the keys, so hence we have the cross keys. Started in Paris in about 1954. We have about 34 countries and about 500 in the United States here. So
It's only 34 countries that have Le Clé d'Or?
about 34 countries.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow.
So we can reach out to anyone in different cities in the United States and internationally, actually.
Okay, and so a number of the concierge, they go for that Le Clé d'Or is because they want to, is it a prestigious thing, or why do they go? Is it that you can command more of a salary? I mean, why do people do that?
Well, I think Le Clé d'Or is the highest that you can go in professionalism in concierge. Prestigious, I mean, some people can say it's prestigious. For me personally, I think when I joined, I was able to network. Like I said before, 34 countries, 500 concierge. I have friends throughout the
all
whole,
over the world.
Yeah, and our motto is service through friendship. So I have friends all over the world, and I feel very fortunate in being in this association.
So what did you have to do in order for you to become a Le Clé d'Or? You had to do some specific stuff, I would assume, in order to get into that club.
Yes, there are certain things. You need 2 letters of recommendation from a Le Clé d'Or member. You need a letter from your general manager. Also, there are test calls. You have to send in an application, and then there's another person in the member will test you secretly, candidly, on certain questions.
Oh,
you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
So they call you anonymously, and they want to just kind of see how you're going to serve the guest.
Perfect.
Any guest that would call.
Any guest
That's
that will
great.
call, and also there's someone who calls, it's called a smoozer. They'll call and just say, hey, why do you want to become a member? And then it's verifying your employment and verifying and a colleague checker. Checking with other Le Clé d'Or members and colleagues that you work with.
And then how long ago did you decide to become a Le Clé d'Or?
This was in 1999. It was about 11 years ago, and it took me about 8 months, the process, to go through.
So you've been doing it for 11 years.
I
Pretty
have,
good.
yes.
Pretty good. Now, I'm going to say that I think the guests have some unusual requests. What is the most, out of your whole 16 years you've been concierge, what's your most unusual request?
You know, there's so many that I can probably think of just one recent, not recent, but at the W Hotel, which was a lot of fun because you get guests that really want to do a lot of put you on the spot moments.
They want to test you.
They do all
Test
the time.
those golden keys.
We try not to say no. So I had a guest come to the concierge desk that wanted to test me on anything that his girlfriend wanted. So I asked.
Love that.
Well, I know. I asked his girlfriend what she liked. She wanted a tag watch. So he said, "Well, can you get her a tag watch in an hour?" I says, "Of course. I'd be more than happy to do that in an hour. Because make it better. Make it a half hour."
Oh, so you threw in make it a half hour that he. Whoa.
Yes.
Okay,
So I accepted.
You're showing off.
I put the bar. I set it up to a certain bar there, and I relieved myself from the concierge desk. Jumped in a taxi. Went over to Horton Plaza. Grabbed my American Express card, charged the $1,400 tag watch
on your American Express.
On my card, and then charged his room, and had it gift wrapped and ready to him at the bar in 27 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That is
you got to make sure the cab waits for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And how great. So was he like, woo, I didn't think you could do it?
He was very appreciative that night. The next morning, he wasn't so.
When he sobered up, right?
Yes.
So that's kind of unusual. What would be just usual requests? I'm going to think restaurants.
Yeah, restaurants.
plays.
This is beautiful San Diego, so there's so many different attractions. You get the ballpark, you have Qualcomm. Just getting to the beach, car rentals. I mean, it's just a slew of things. But the most important thing that I feel that when a guest comes to the desk is qualifying what really do they want. What type of attractions? What's the timeline that they have? And try to maybe give them other suggestions that will give them more quality time in San Diego, depending on the time that they have.
And I would think because you're a person that lives here, then you could say, well, this is a beach that nobody knows about. You need to go check that out, or go do this. This is really fun. A lot of tourists don't usually do it.
I take my personal experiences through this, and I try to offer it to the guests. I give suggestions and see what
and see
sticks.
if they're going to do it.
Absolutely.
Now, do you ever say no?
Of
I
course.
mean, if it's illegal, I know.
Of
But
course,
if
yes.
it's within the law, do you ever say no, where you're like, okay, I'm going to do what I have to do in order to make this happen?
I will do my best and do my due diligence to accommodate the guests. If they're willing to, pay for certain transportation for something to get to them, yes, of course. I mean, we'll go beyond.
You'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Absolutely.
And then this is a profession where you serve people and you like to do things for people. Does this spill over into your private life? Like,
It
are you the
does.
man they go, oh, Chuck will do it?
It does.
Yes,
It does, and
Chuck.
it's nice because you feel like I basically I do this to I have the resources, and these are my friends and family. So I
So
feel,
you do.
I feel like definitely.
What a good guy.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Well, anyway, if you want to find out some more concierge in San Diego, check out my article on sandiego.com. See ya.
Bye.